Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, a redo of episode 402 that I did yesterday because I was incorrect. You can do interest targeting, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Facebook ad, specifically interest. Stanley's over there somewhere wedged into his nest. All right. Finding the elusive interest categories. It doesn't come up readily. They really want you to use a lookalike audience, which is then they can farm more data from you because you upload a listing of people, upload a listing of emails. They don't use those emails except to match the owners of those emails with various categories. So more data mining that you, I won't say inadvertently because you do it purposely to upload your lookalike audience. Now they're using it to help your ads, so it's self-serving in that regard, as well as having a Facebook page that you can then use as a lookalike audience. It doesn't mean you're advertising specifically to those people on that page. You're advertising to people who look like those people on that page. So don't be confused that a lookalike audience is, well, hey, I already have them. Why would I advertise to them? You're not advertising specifically to them. You're advertising to people who look like them, and people who look like them should be people who like your stuff, because that's what you've done by building your page and your newsletter, or even marginally interested in your stuff, because lookalikes, you could find those gems out there. So when you go in, let me move this over. When you go into your Facebook Ads Manager, and I just set up a traffic ad that I'm looking to send traffic to a new promotion we're doing under the IASFA, a book bundle. So doing that traffic ad, I created a completely new audience, and I went through, I named everything, create new audience. I changed the age because the age is 18 to 65 plus, and that's just a huge group of people. And 18 to 40 generally aren't on Facebook. So I just went 40 to 65. Let's dial it into those folks. And what you have to do is after you've create new audience, custom audience, you can select something and click there and it'll pull down what you've already done. So you can take that and modify, or you can start completely fresh. So let's go fresh. Location, I'm going to go with just the United States because then it makes the links easy. Age 40 to 65 plus. That's my target audience. I've run a couple different polls of my readers, and that's who reads my stuff. So even though this is a collection of 17 authors and 19 books, well, let's still dial it into my audience, because my book, hopefully that will entice them to buy this whole thing. And now genders, both genders, detailed targeting. You don't see anything there, so you have to hover and edit. You click on that edit link off to the right, and then now you have the options. So interests, you type in that box, and then it says, what does it offer? Suggestions or browse. So I typed in Star Trek, click suggestions, and Star Trek. There we go. Star Trek fandom. It gives me options for Star Wars, science fiction movies, sci-fi, William Shatner, Serenity, Ender's Game, Firefly, Firefly the TV show. I think Battlestar Galactica is on here. Stargate is on here. What a great collection of targeted readership, depending on how you want your ad to read. So I just went with Star Trek, and my next one I'm going to do is Kindle Unlimited, and just see if people are fans. Let's see what comes up. Kindle Unlimited, suggestions. Doesn't want to play. Kindle Unlimited. Suggestions. Damn it. It's giving me the finger, and I'm giving it the finger back. Kindle, okay, Amazon Kindle, since I already have suggestions, so yes, I give the computer screen the finger because it deserves it. So Amazon Kindle. Let's see, employer interest. So I'm going to select that as an interest too. So now we have Star Trek, Amazon Kindle. So now we have people who like Star Trek, and oh, by the way, they have an Amazon Kindle. that audience is still 11.7 million. So I might want to refine it a little bit more and get a target audience that's 3 to 5 million. 3 to 5 million is a good number, especially since I only put $10 a day on this ad. But that's where we go. Interest targeting. Get those balance. Get that balance to make sure that you have this and that. You want to get those two, because then it puts your target audience into something that could be a fan, a future fan, that could be the person you need on board your ship reading your stuff. So that's how we do it. All right. You can dial it in more and refine it. I like 3 to 5 million as far as a target audience. It gives a really good audience because it only shows to, I think, 1% of a lookalike audience. So you can assume they're only going to potential have 1%, but 3 million, 1% is still a pretty big number. And they're looking for exactly those people, the best readers for you, because they make money when you make money. Even though you would think Facebook, as much as hard as they make it on some things like this one, they really, really want you to use a lookalike audience as opposed to just using interest targeting. But interest targeting, some things will change. You won't be able to select political groups, religious stuff. You've got religious books. Sorry, I feel for you, but you're going to have a hard time targeting using Facebook. But other things, most other things like sci-fi fandom and Amazon Kindle, readily available. You can interest target it. There you go. And those are your readers. Find them, bring them to you, make sure you've got a great story, and keep them on board. Get their email after that, and then keep them on board. Keep them interested with your newsletter, and then you can retarget with a lookalike once you have their emails. So a double win. All right. Peace, fellow humans. Oops.